Hi ladies, welcome to Victorian Cowgirl and Posh in Sedona, Arizona. It is coming into fall. In fact, I think we're just right about at the cusp where we hit that autumn equinox, if I can say it properly, and we are definitely feeling that. Temperatures swing in the mornings. I think we're hitting in the 40s in Sedona, so we're definitely into layering season. I've got some great layering pieces that just have arrived in the store. We're going to start with a couple of velvets and some fun textures, and then we're going to get into some great pieces that will easily transition into the day or from day to night, kind of depending on which ones you're switching. But we've got a couple of great brands that we're working with today. The first one is one that you're familiar with from the store because they do this beautiful burnout velvet. Now, we recently featured a few of their other velvet pieces, and some of them were long and fringed, and some of them had a couple of different stylings like that. But look at the gorgeous color tones in this, and there's little touches of beading all throughout, making this just a gorgeous piece. And it's one that you can take, I think, from day to night, depending on what you're pairing with it for your outfit. But I am just loving all of the different tones that you can play in with the greens and the blues, or almost Pierce gray, and then the greens, and then that mustard tone, the reds. A lot of beautiful pieces you can work with that one. This piece is solid velvet, and it's very subtle. So I just want to kind of point out the areas. We've seen this one in the store before too. Each year the collection features different accent material in the velvet. So this one is very subtle. You get a little bit of it on the front lapel and kind of coming down. I guess that's not the lapel, that's just more the front section. You get a little bit of it that drapes around, and then you get a solid back piece in this before she does a little bit of pleating and things like that in the back. So this is always a fun silhouette. Gives a little bit of swing, lots of movement, lots of class. That's just a beautiful velvet coat that we can work into your wardrobe. And then this one is specifically thinking of as it gets cooler and cooler, because it has just a light layer of kind of a shearling, a faux fur insulation inside, but on the exterior it's a really unique burnout velvet in that there's a pattern to that specifically done in what would be a solid velvet. So we've got some beautiful kind of silver tones and blacks and reds and a little bit of almost like a brown, or it doesn't quite get to the rust color, but anyway, and then she's got a satin ribbon at the front lapel, so that's just going to be a cute hip length jacket and a nice layering piece, quite truthfully. Now we're going to switch gears and we're getting into some kimonos and caftans. So Alex actually has on one of our kimonos today, so we're going to call her out for a second. And you can see this is kind of the traditional kimono sleeve styling. She and I have both done it where we're just tying it at the front waist. I've left mine a little bit more open to get that column of color underneath and just make me look a little bit taller and thinner. And then Alex is just always so fun and cute, right? We love her modeling. If you turn around for 1 second, you can just see that this one goes down. A lot of times it's hitting kind of in that lower calf area. And again, when you do the belt tie around the waist, it just gives you some nice shaping. So thank you very much for helping with that today. These ones are also something that, like there again, you're seeing the full kimono sleeve, but sometimes you want to change it up. And so I encourage you to tie a sleeve. It really does give it a different look. Otherwise, we can do different ties in the kimono itself. You can just grab the little pockets that are inside and do a tie. You can grab the edges of this and do a tie, and you're giving it more of a dress look that way. So many different fun things. In fact, we've actually got a QR code that takes you to a video, and you can just see some of the designer suggestions for tying these kimonos and wearing them as a vest, as a jacket, as a short vest. Lots of fun ways to play with these kimonos, and they're usually just a great lightweight material. Switching over into some new caftans. So when she builds these, she builds one very low neck and one high neck. And depending on your body shape, depending on your comfort level or what you want to wear underneath, you can wear them forwards or backwards. It's all in your comfort level. She's got different materials that she uses on these too. See, these are two beautiful fall toned pieces. And we've got more in the store, but I'm just sampling a few for the sake of our video today. This is another one. I think that one's going to be great for taking on vacations when it comes into the winter a little bit. Some beautiful jewel tones in that one, and that one's more of a stretchy knit material. Now this one's got a little bit different shape to it, so I wanted to make sure to accent this one. You see there's a little tie cord that goes from here down to the front bottom, and you can cinch that higher or lower depending on where you want to pull that up to. So that's a really different style. It's not just the big long draping caftan that we're used to. And that one's got some beautiful fiery tones in it that I thought was really pretty. And just one more in a beautiful shine pattern. This is a metallic print on that little bit stretchier knit. So that's going to be a fun piece to try on. And then, if you really want to take these caftans up a notch, you can dress them up so beautifully when you do one of her sequins. So this one is called the Esmeralda. It's got a beautiful metallic gold and red and black sequining pattern, very flowy all throughout. And as you're seeing, I'm putting a few headbands also. She makes this cute little twist headband, and so I did a few of those throughout just as little suggestions of matching with that. And then this is my wow piece right now. This is one of her newest creations from Jennifer Grace, and isn't that gorgeous, ladies? It's metallic gold, but it kind of plays copper and green just depending on what light is hitting it where. I thought that was just an absolutely gorgeous piece. If you have questions about these, please stop in the store. You have to try them on because they're actually, like when I first saw them, I'm like, oh, isn't that just going to look like so much fabric? But the way they drape and the patterns and the fabrics that she chooses, it can look so nice on a person too, and they're so comfortable. So I really want you to come in and try them on if possible. If you have one of these at home, you already know this. So give me a call or shoot me a message on Facebook if you have any questions that I can answer. Thank you.